What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Thanks for clicking that button. As always, hope you're having an awesome weekend. So we are going to take a look at last night's action in women's college basketball and then quickly at the NBA. Unfortunately, I tried putting out a video 3 times today, and for whatever reason, YouTube did not like them and blocked all of them. I think it had to do with what I was using for replays. So in this one, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to take you through. For this video, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to bring you through last night's action on the scoreboard. We'll talk about it quickly. We'll take a look at the standings, and then I'll try to get out another video later with some highlights on it. So Iowa is going to be facing South Carolina in the women's championship game after each of them had a Friday night victory. Iowa's game was a close game. They only won by a point. South Carolina, they blew out North Carolina by over double digits. 19 points is what they ended up winning by. UConn only won by UConn lost by a point. Caitlin Clark was awesome. Her step back three is lethal. I can see why there's such a following around her. She's just so much fun to watch. She plays so much like Steph. Way she comes off picks. She got the crossover, step back. If you close out on it, she'll hit you with the drive to the lane, the little flurry at the end. Iowa fell behind in this game. I actually thought they might lose. UConn was on a roll early on. Paige Buckers was hot. But Iowa stayed calm. They played hard. They played with a lot of ferocity as a team. Hard team defense. Caitlin Clark got it going. Marshall played awesome D. This was a fun game right to the end. I wish UConn got a shot up at the buzzer, but unfortunately they set an offensive foul on a pick. Big girl threw out her elbow, and with like 2 seconds left, they blew the whistle. But that was an awesome game. Those two teams will be in the Final Four. The game will be Sunday night. No games tonight, unfortunately, as far as women's college basketball. NBA. I'm going to take a look at that now. Magic, somehow they blow a game to Charlotte. That's embarrassing with like 3 games left in the season. I don't know how Charlotte gets that win. Thunder, they blow the game to Indiana. Indiana's trying to stay where they are in the Eastern standings. That's a huge win for them. And the game no one cares about, you got Portland, Washington, and I mean nobody cares about that game. Boston closed out Sacramento by 1. Guys, this was an ugly game to watch. I did watch a lot of it. Boston's worst player took the most shots. I was literally freaking out. I was literally gripping my head, being like, "What are we doing here, Boston?" Hauser went 1 for 18 and finished with 3 points, and 18 was the most shot attempts on the team. Like, they got me fucking losing my mind here in Boston with all this talent and all of this. This roster is ridiculous, guys. It's stacked, and they just don't know how to play basketball. 1 for 18, 1 for 13 from 3, and he thought, hey, I'm surrounded by Jason Tatum and Porzingis and Holiday and Horford. I'm just gonna keep jacking it up. I'm Hauser. Like, what are you doing, dude? Anyways, Boston gets the win. Sacramento's been struggling this year. Boston has 61 wins. They are on pace for one of the best records, one of the best starting lineups in NBA history. If they don't at least reach the NBA Finals, there should be firings, there should be trades, there should be outrage here in Boston. Shaking my head. Hauser, 1 for 18. Knicks blow the game to the Bulls. Those two franchises are in nowhere's land. Knicks, they're not good enough to win, and now they're not good enough to get a high draft pick. Somehow, the Rockets have now lost, I think, four straight. If you're a Rockets fan, my heart feels for you. They won 10 straight to pull within one of Golden State. And you're thinking, yes, baby, my team's in the playoffs and they're hot. Just to lose four straight in embarrassing fashion. The worst game of the week is going to be Detroit Memphis. That game, Memphis wins 108-90, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Milwaukee in the laughingstock game of the week. Milwaukee has now lost four in a row, I believe. Since hiring Doc Rivers, they have a losing record. They should be completely embarrassed. The hiring of Doc Rivers is probably one of the worst decisions we're going to look back on this year, especially if they get knocked out in the first round. Wemby, he had a good game, almost a triple-double. San Antonio gets that win. It's nice to see them playing good. Wemby, I hope, makes the Defensive Player of the Year. Guy's been unbelievable. New Orleans, you need to get that win, though. You're fighting for a playoff spot. Warriors, 106-108 to Dallas. Neither of those teams were full. But Dallas didn't even have Luka. That's a good game for them. Kyrie gets them the win. Dallas has been red hot. They're the team to watch in the West, other than Denver. Phoenix gets a win over Minnesota. Minnesota's still without Karl-Anthony Towns. So it's still hard to see what every single game means. We're just watching for Ant-Man, hoping he provides us with some thrilling moments, really. Phoenix, you guys can let me know what you think of them. I have no faith in Kevin Durant, so therefore I have no faith in Phoenix. Clippers crush Utah. Once again, I have no faith in James Harden, therefore I have no faith in the Clippers. I feel bad for Kawhi. Instead of getting James Harden, they should have went out and got a player that could really just play awesome defense. They already had Paul George and Kawhi. That team, they didn't need another all-star like James Harden, who's probably going to fold in the playoffs if that's what he typically does. That's what he's been known to do, dating all the way back to when he was coming off the bench in OKC, really. He's just, ever since then, I don't know if it just haunted him his whole career or if it's just been with him his whole life, but the dude is not clutch. Taking a look at tonight's games, the Lakers play. That's an important game for them, just because they're fighting for seeding in the West. But other than that, you really get a bunch of ugly games tonight. Tonight is not where it's at in the NBA action. There's no college games tonight. There might be men's college. We'll have to click on that. But then Sunday night, we got a lot of good action. So, you guys, let me know what you think. Who's your favorite right now to come out of the East and the West? Sunday night, you got Houston, Dallas. That's a good game. Cleveland Clippers, no one really cares. Heat Pacers, no one really cares. Portland Celtics. I'm hoping that'll be like a tune-up game for the Celtics. Really, Portland's been awful. They lost the other day by 60. Thunder Hornets should be a tune-up game for the Thunder. Bulls Magic, no one cares. Wizards Raptors, no one cares. Pelicans Suns, no one cares. Knicks Bucks, Milwaukee, you better win. Kings Nets, Warriors Jazz, Minnesota Lakers. That's the game of the night right there. A lot of action Sunday night. Boston has now a 14-game lead in the East. That's just ridiculous. Milwaukee has lost 3 in a row. 4-6 in their last 10. They're 15-16 under Doc Rivers. They're the laughingstock of the NBA. Once again, Doc Rivers is a joke. It's unbelievable that guy's career went from where he was when he won a championship with Boston, and everybody thought he was the fucking best coach of the NBA. And that one title has really carried him his entire career. Besides that, there's not much to talk about in Doc Rivers' career. He's done a lot of losing. And a lot of losing when his team was the favorite. Philly, that's my team to make some noise now that Embiid's back. They're all the way down the 8th spot. They're pretty safe there, but they can climb up. Denver has dropped half a game behind Minnesota. I still expect Denver to finish on top with the number 1 record. I don't really know if they care or if they're looking at liking the number 2 spot, trying to avoid one of the teams that's going to be in the play-in. assuming that LA or Golden State will come out and then knock out and make the actual playoffs, and maybe they're trying to avoid them. I'm not sure. You look at the West though, and it's just wide open. You guys, let me know who your favorite is. I guess I got Denver as my favorite, and if I had to choose someone besides Denver, my heart wants to choose the Warriors, but if I'm choosing as a betting man, I guess I would go Dallas as my second favorite to come out of the East. They would have the most experience with two All Stars. Kyrie's a champion. I guess Kyrie is probably the best player in the West when healthy, and he's won before. So, you guys, that's what's really been going on in the NBA. I'll do another video tonight, try to get some highlights in there. I was just very frustrated after 3 attempts and it being blocked all 3 times. It's a lot of work. Unfortunately, wasted half my day just getting emails telling me I'm blocked. Here are your leaders. Luke is averaging 33.8. He's dipped a little bit lately. Giannis is at 30.7. I guess there's complaints that he's winded and exhausted there in Milwaukee and unhappy. Shea, 30. Those are your 3 guys averaging over 30 points. You look at rebounds. Sabonis has a huge rebounding lead on the rest of the league, which is a little surprising. Wemby's not even at 10 rebounds a game. I know he didn't play a lot of minutes early on, but it's surprising not to really see him grabbing over 10 boards, especially when he can block. Such a good blocker at 3.5, over a full block higher than everybody else. That's what stands out. 3-pointers made. Steph's still the king of the league at 4.8. I think that's unbelievable. He's been leading the NBA in threes. At some point, someone's going to knock him off, but it is crazy. You guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. Take care of yourselves. Invest in yourselves. Invest money-wise, exercise, diet, knowledge. Go to the gym. Go to school, etc. All that stuff that you don't want to hear. Honestly, I'm 40. I wish I had more discipline my whole life. So discipline yourselves, guys. Be better. Be better for you. Be better for yourselves. Click all those buttons I like you to click. Have an awesome fucking night.